everyone, and welcome to the final day of #Loves of 2014. I've had so much fun sharing all of my favorites of 2014, from skincare to non-beauty to drugstore to clothing, and today I get to talk about my favorite Sephora / high-end products and things of that nature. So I'm just gonna skip the whole big intro thing and just get right into the products because I have so many to share. So I'm gonna go in no particular order because, you know, that's how it rolls. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is a primer. How many primers do I have in here? I have several. 2014, the year of the primer. The first one I wanna talk about is the Lancome Illuminating Makeup Primer. This has 24-hour, gotta pronounce the H. 24-hour hydration, and it is amazing. Now I have really oily skin, so at first I was like, oh, I'm not too sure about this product, but applying it on the skin, it just smooths everything out, especially in the wintertime when my skin gets a little bit more on the dry side. Like, I was worried it was gonna be too much like an actual like moisturizing cream when I applied it to my skin, and so I was worried it was gonna look really, I don't know, gross, or like my makeup was gonna slide off my face, or, you know, that whole thing. It says right on here actually that it is suitable for all skin types and it's non-comedogenic, which means it's not gonna clog your pores, so bonus! But it's really, really good, especially for you ladies out there that have dry skin. I think this would work really, really well for you. Next up on the whole primer thing is the Bare Minerals Primetime Foundation Primer. This is their brightening one. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. I actually lost the lid. I don't know where it is. I use this one a lot, like a lot. This was actually in like a little goodie bag that I got from BeautyCon, I think in New York. So I tried a bunch of the different ones that they have, but this is my absolute favorite. It just glides really smoothly onto the skin. You know when you find like a really good primer and just like whoosh. It definitely has more of a glow factor to it, so if you don't like that look, I don't recommend this one. But I personally really, really like it, so this looks beautiful. I have it on my skin right now and it just looks amazing. And then last but not least, this one looks super, super sketch. And I apologize in advance. My products go through a lot. Like, between like traveling and seeing family and all that stuff, like my products look terrible. Does anyone else have that problem? I feel like everyone else is really beautifully like nice packaging and everything, and I'm like, look at this, all the stuff's peeled off. Anyway, this is the Benefit Professional primer thing, and I've talked about this in many videos, and I use it in pretty much every single one of my getting ready with me videos because it works so well at minimizing the pores on your face. Now I will say, because I will get comments, they don't actually literally minimize the pores on your face. There's nothing that's gonna get rid of pores on your face. Just throwing that out there. But this does kind of smooth out the appearance of them and create this kind of even complexion. So this stuff is awesome. Awesome. And you really only need to spot apply it. So I really just apply it here and like on my forehead. And that's pretty much the only area that I apply it. It's really good though. Then on to other face things. So I actually didn't have a favorite foundation this year. That's surprising. I really like my drugstore one, so if you're curious to see which one that is, go and check out Monday's video. I'll link it in the info bar below. But other products I really love are the Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's just, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful bronzer, and it's matte, so you can use it as a contour if you want. You can use it just to add an overall like warmth to your skin, which I often use, especially if I'm using a really dark lippy like I am today. This is a good way to just make me not look like dead. This is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade, and it is a beautiful highlight. I really like it because it's not as warm as the Soft and Gentle, and it's not like super cool tone. It has a little bit of a golden glow to it, but definitely more on the pearl end of things. It's beautiful color though. I am using it today. I don't know if you can notice, maybe if I move my head around you'll pick up the light, I don't know. So that was beautiful. And then the other one that I really liked is by Hourglass, and this is their dim light kind of kit, lighting kit. It's really pretty. Kit. Anyway. What's wrong with me? Now these are actually finishing powders, which are interesting. You put them on top once all of your makeup is done, and it just sort of blurs any sort of imperfections, especially for photos. And you know, when you're in like a studio setting or like out at a party or something like that, for photos it looks amazing. So this one is for like all over. This is a highlight, and then this is more of a bronzy glowy kind of a color. So I end up using more these two colors than the bronze, but they're all really, really pretty. They just soften all of your features and it looks really, really pretty. Then on to concealers. I have two favorites. One is the Makeup Forever HD Concealer. I have talked about this and used this in many, many videos. Really, really pigmented, good color. This is 315, so that's the color that I use. It's just awesome. It blends out beautifully, it doesn't look cakey or gross, and it just covers everything. Also, it doesn't break me out. I find the Kat Von D one does break me out. This one does not, which is really good. I've actually been I have like a tiny bit left in this one. This is my second one. And I'm just saving it because I'm waiting for my Sephora order to arrive because I have another one, and so I'm like, I can't use this one. I gotta use it for special occasions only. Anyone else do that? No, just me? Okay. And then the second one is the Touchy Clay, which I'm sure you've heard a million times from a million other YouTubers. It is so beautiful. This is their like limited edition packaging, so it's all like gold and like leopardy. But this is gorgeous. I use it as, you can use it as a highlight. I use it under my eyes. I use it anywhere you want to bring a little bit more light there. I use it as a primer on my lids sometimes. Like, it's just a really good multi-purpose product and it looks beautiful. I do combine it with a bunch of other under eye concealers because I find it just isn't enough coverage when I'm having like really bad under eye circles, but for just everyday use, it's really nice. And then for blush, I've been loving the Smashbox Halo Longwear Blush. This is in Warm Glow. It is just the perfect quintessential blush that like works with literally everything. I'm wearing it on my face right now and it's just, it's so pretty. It's this beautiful, like neutrally pink, but like, it just brings this like warmth to your skin and just, so beautiful, like so beautiful. And then for powder, I've been loving the Tarte Smooth Operator Finishing Powder. It just sets everything really nicely. It doesn't look cakey on the skin. Even for the under eye area, which I find just kind of picks up powder more easily and just settles into any sort of fine lines that you have or anything like that, and it just looks really gross. This doesn't at all if you apply just a really light touch under the eyes and then obviously anywhere else on your face where you need to set your makeup, and it just looks amazing. The one downside, which I don't know if they fixed because this I've had for a while now, but it only has one like little, you see the product come out of that? It's so light and airy, I love it. It only has one little hole in it to like get all the product out, which is really irritating, especially in the beginning when you're trying to get like actual product out. Like obviously if I'm like throwing it in my drawer and stuff like that, like more product comes out because it's like back and forth and stuff like that, and it constantly gets moved around. But at the beginning I was like this the whole time, like trying to get product out. That was a bad idea. Oh, it wasn't too bad, okay, that's good. Whew. So that's a little bit annoying, but overall the product is amazing and it looks so good on the skin. It mattifies everything really nicely, and it stays like that like all day. All day. Ooh, I almost forgot this one. And then my last skin product, I think, don't quote me on that, is the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy Under Eye kind of depuffing, smoothing, brightening, all in one. This is awesome. It sort of has a salmony undertone to it, so it cancels out the blueness in the under eyes area, and it has a serum in it as well to kind of reduce any puffiness or anything like that under the eyes, and it's just a really good base for any sort of concealers that you're gonna apply under your eyes. So I use this first and then I go into like my slew of other concealers depending on how little sleep I got the night before. For the brows, I have been using the Benefit Gimme Brow a lot. Like a lot. It is really easy to use and it just is like a really great all-in-one product. And this is just like the little sample size. I got this in a kit, like one of those like Christmas like makeup kits. And this is in light medium and it has a little spoolie brush on the end and you just brush the product into your brows and you're like, done. It's probably one of the easiest products that I have that, you know, you can brush into your brows without having to like go in with like a pencil and like draw in your brows. So if you just want to fill them in a little bit and add like a little bit more color to your brows, then this is a really good product. Now on to palettes. The first one is the Lorac Pro palette. This is a gorgeous set of colors that I use all the time. It is actually one of the few palettes that I actually really like for highlight shades because I am incredibly picky when it comes to highlight shades. I find they're either not pigmented enough or they're too pinky or too yellow or too shimmery, like glittery, and it looks terrible. These ones are actually beautiful, and in combination they add even more depth and just like a really pretty sparkle. They have a ton of beautiful colors, and what I love about this palette, it is really, really easy to travel with because you have the dark colors if you want to go out at night. It's got the light neutral colors for during the day. It has great highlights, it's got shimmers, it's got mattes, it's got everything that you need. Also, this palette is also really, really thin, like little palette. Great for traveling. I am in love with this palette. Love it. My other favorite is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which is this one right here. And oh, I have to, hold on. Okay, we're good now. This is another great, let's try that again. This is another really great neutral palette, but it's got some really nice cranberry tones in it, which I really like. Some of the more neutral colors have like a greeny hunter green undertone to them. That doesn't make them sound very nice, but it like really works on the eyes. Like it brings out the color of your eyes, if that makes any sense. It's just really, really pretty. The only one I haven't used is this one, because like, I don't know how to use it, to be honest. But the bronzes are beautiful, super pigmented. It's a gorgeous palette and it smells like chocolate. Like it smells like chocolate. I wish all of my makeup smelled like chocolate. How awesome would that be? Oh, love it. And now on to mascaras. I have a lot of them. So many mascaras, love them all so much. So the first one is the Shiseido mascara base. This is just a really good base for any of my mascaras that maybe don't hold a curl as well, but I really like the rest of the effect. This is just gonna help hold that curl a lot easier, and it's supposed to be nourishing as well. Nourish your lashes. Didn't know lashes need nourishing, but I really like this. And then the Lancome Grandiose mascara, I did a review on this. In case you wanna go and check it out, I will put the link in the information bar, in case you're interested. So it's cool because it has a bit of like a swan neck type thing to it. It's like a bent angle thing going on. And the bristles are very, very fine, so it's a really unique mascara. The great thing about this is that your lashes are gonna look curled and beautiful and like open, it just opens up the eye, just like, I don't even know how to explain it. You'll have to go and watch the video so you can see how I apply it and how it compares to some of my other favorite mascaras, drugstore and high-end, but it's such a pretty effect. I really, really like this mascara. The more I use it, the more I love it, which happens a lot with mascaras, I find. Like once you get some air into the bottle, it just kind of thickens up the formula and it makes it a little bit easier to work with. So really like this. Then I've been using a lot of the Dior Show Blackout mascara. This stuff is super dark, like really black mascara. It gives you just very long, luscious, black lashes. I don't know. For me, I like really bold lashes. That's just my thing. I just really like them. So it's not as crazy as like the next mascara that I'm going to show you, but it's not like a really barely there look either. It's just like a really good, I don't want to be too crazy with my lashes, but I still want them to make an impact. It's like that's how it like ranges on the scale in terms of like the amount of attention drawing to your lashes. And then last but not least, my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have used this so often and I have featured it in so many favorites videos, so you guys already know how much I love this mascara, but it is super intense. Your lashes look thick and bold and black and just like they look like they have falsies on. Like it's crazy. So if you love like really bold lashes, highly recommend this one. Although I will mention that it is again one of those products that once you work with it a little bit, it becomes a lot easier to use. In the first 2 or 3 times I found it like just it's a lot of product and you really have to work it a bit. But after that, it becomes so much easier to apply and it just like, it's so worth the wait. All right, on to lip products, and I have 3 I want to share with you guys. So the first one is by Dior, and this is in the color Bed of Roses, and it's a beautiful soft pink, like a neutrally corally pink. It's so warm and beautiful on the lips, and I used it in a bridal makeup look that I had in one of my videos in the spring, and I have been using it constantly since. It's just one of those lip glosses I put in my purse, and it's just like really easy to apply and just looks beautiful and glowy and pretty, and I love this color. It's a gorgeous lippy. And then the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick, and this is in Melted Berry. You guys know how much I love these products. They are amazing. I have like 3 or 4. That's a lot. It is literally like if you melted down a lipstick, that is what this is. You guys just need to go to Sephora and like test these out and tell me how much you love them because they're so pretty. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Actually a 4. Whoopsies. The other one is by Marc Jacobs, and this is in Truth or Dare. It's their gloss. It's this bright purpley gloss. It is intense, really intense. It will definitely make a statement, especially if you layer it. So I use usually like a really deep purple liner, and then I put this on top, and it just adds more like of a brighter color, kind of brightens the whole look. It's gorgeous. I'll try and find the video that I wore it in. So if you guys want to see how it looks on the lips, kind of layered with a darker lip pencil, then you can totally see what it looks like and see if it's something that's up your alley. But these glosses are really, really good. I haven't bought any more yet, but I really want to because I really like them, especially this one. Love it. And then last but not least is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, which is MAC's Lingering Kiss. Now this is part of one of their collections that they came out with. I think it's a novel romance, I think is what it was. But it's a really matte, intense, dark lipstick. You couldn't already tell by what was on my lips. So I don't know if you can still get it. If you can't, another really good one is Cyber. It is a little bit more of a satin finish to it versus this is like intensely matte, but it's still, again, that dark, beautiful, bold color. So I really like this, especially for the winter time. Kind of my jam. Oh, we're coming in for the home stretch here, people. And then 2 more things I want to talk about. 2 more. Promise, we're almost done here, guys. Oh, this is gonna be a long video. Whoa. So one is my Shiseido eyelash curler. I got this earlier in the year, and I don't know how I curled my lashes without it. It is very precise. You have to be careful when you're using this. It's especially designed for people who have maybe sparser lashes or have difficulty curling their lashes. This is a great eyelash curler for you. It is obviously a little bit more pricier than the one I had before, which was the Revlon one. Again, both are great. This one in particular will just give you a very precise curl. If you are good at wielding an eyelash curler and want like a very defined curl, this is an awesome, awesome eyelash curler. And then the last product is by Yves Saint Laurent, and it is their gel top coat. This is a killer top coat, guys. I use it for every single time I change my nail color. It just gives you insane amount of shine, and it actually holds the color onto your nails a lot better than any other top coat that I've ever used. It's almost like you kind of mixed like a regular nail polish and like a gel polish and just created this, and it's amazing. And I think that's everything. Those are all of my favorites from Sephora and from 2014 in general. I hope you guys loved this week as much as I did. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more theme weeks, and don't forget to watch the rest of theme week in case you want to see more of my favorites from the year. Thank you again for all of your support and your love, and I'll see you guys all next week on Tuesday. Love you, girls. Mwah!